Microphone right out the gate. This judge is juggling a legal catch. 22. Can you serve time and get credit without being officially processed? Spoiler. Bureaucracy says no. Let's break down what that means for Michelle Johnston and why TDC numbers are the golden tickets in Texas corrections.
Well, we need it today because if I'm going to send it to her, if the case gets closed out, you won't be able to get it. Okay. Okay. Either way, yeah, just do it before she does the judgment because once that happens, I think the court will close. All right, ma'am, you're Michelle Johnston. And Mr. West, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
Oh, yeah.
And so we're going forward today with sentencing and everything?
Going forward, we're one,
two. Make it two, please.
Hold up. 15 months of federal time already served, and now they want to apply that to her state sentence? This is where dual sovereignty gets messy. What do you think? Should time served in federal custody automatically count towards state charges? Drop your thoughts below.
So she started. Does that have any objection to that? So that sentence there for 15 months. So it's y'all's intention that I give her that entire 15 months and that she not be required to go do any.
That's what we want.
I guess the issue becomes on these, because it was a federal sentence, he has not technically been to and received a number from PD, which is required in this case. And so but you don't have one on this.
But when Johnston County picked me up from the he brought me to nine, and I was over there by the fall. So they could get in.
So you have it.
Here comes the plot twist. She doesn't have a TDC number because she's never been through the Texas Department of Criminal Justice System. That's like trying to return a library book you never checked out. Legally speaking, it's a paperwork black hole.
But she doesn't have a TDC. I don't think I can just give credit and her not go through. I can give her the credit. She's going to have to go in and get a TDC number. It's my understanding. So let's do this. Obviously, if you have credit, I'm not going to make you go nowhere today. So just, I understand what y'all are trying to do, and I'm not in disagreement with that. But legally, I have to make sure that we do it in the right way. Because if you don't have a TDC number, I don't think we can do it that way. The only thing that we could do on a state jail felony, if you want to give her, why don't y'all just do a 1244? That clears it all. Because then she doesn't need, she's doing her jail all time in our county jail. I'm looking at y'all like y'all are going to I think that makes it cleaner because she doesn't necessarily. I mean, it's the same result. Everybody wants credit.
Right.
But it's still a state jail felony. Convictions, but she still needs to think it all this through because she still needs to stick. That honestly makes it the most plain.
Okay, now we're cooking. Judge suggests a 1244 reduction, basically turning a state jail felony into a misdemeanor. It's the legal version of turning a prison sentence into a really long timeout. This shift clears the procedural mess and still satisfies the law.
Helps. I think that makes it. Okay, I appreciate that, Mr. Paul. So let me hold on a second. Let me get this indictment. We're going to go through I'm going to recall everything that I just did. We're going to kind of start over a little bit. You're good. This makes it where you're going home and it's all taken care of. Okay?
Yeah.
When you get sentenced to state jail or TDC, you have to have a state jail or TDC. You've got to kind of go through that process and then get right back out. But it's not necessarily a quick process always. So it's going to be, with everyone's permission, can I make modifications on the agreed punishment recommendations as well as the admonishments as to what we're doing? So I'm going to change these. Okay, so let's go back. And in 23 DCCR 2260, the state is elected to proceed on the lesser included offense of a Class A misdemeanor theft from November 14th of 2020. How do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And because you did what they charged you? Have here on the computer some documents, have your signature on them that the state's marked as Exhibit Number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. West? Do you fully understand? And do you understand if I follow?
This is the turning point. After months, years of legal limbo, Michelle finally hears the words. How do you plead? Everything that came before, the federal case, the credits, the confusion, has led to this one clean resolution. Imagine the weight lifting off her shoulders.
The agreement that you've made with the district attorney that you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal. And what we've all worked through here is that the punishment would be for a 12-month term in the Jefferson County Jail. You will receive credit on that sentence for all of that time because you were in custody and, hold on, cause number
1, 4, CR,
Thank you, Mr. Coleman. And that was a 15-month sentence in the federal system. So I am giving you credit for all 12 months on this sentence. Is that everyone's understanding? State tenders number 1. It's admitted. Also, I'm going to admit number 2 without objection. All right. Is there any evidence that Ms. Johnston is not competent? All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered a plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of the Class A misdemeanor of theft. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 12 months in the Jefferson County Jail. Again, you receive credit on that sentence for all of the time that you were in custody on that federal case. I'm going to hand you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you waived your right to it. Should be cool. Here's state. Who gets you that? They get you. Right. Go. Thank you. You're free to go. Thank you, Mr. West. Thank you, Mr. Coleman, for helping work that out. Wait, you're right.
So there you have it. 12 months in county, credit for time served, and one very relieved defendant walking out free. But here's the bigger question. Should our criminal justice system make redemption this complicated? Sound off in the comments. And if you've ever had to decode legalese like this, we definitely want to hear your story.